5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Tom Arnone.
No, we do love you. We're all having fun here.
Brian Wilson.
Fine, who cares? It's enjoyable. It's entertainment.
Noah Eaton.
Obviously a diehard Eagles fan.
Agree to disagree. Only on A2DRadio.com.
Welcome. Agree to disagree right here, A2DRadio.com. Brian Wilson back from the Atlantic Ocean. Just did a little skinny dipping down there for the old polar bear plunge. Today's show, live from the Legends Tap Studios here in Burlington, New Jersey. And like every Sunday, we are brought to you by Legends Tap, 318 High Street in Burlington, New Jersey. And you can follow them on Facebook at Legends Tap. A lot of stuff to talk about today. We'll have the 6th question at the end of the show. We'll go over the players we love or the players we love to hate. We'll do a little bit of that. Kobe's last All-Star game. We'll do a Phillies mini preview, and MLB's best players. Where we're going to start it off with. Do you have a problem with that? Because I know you had a little Super Bowl thing you wanted to get in, but
No, you're good.
I just feel like time's passed.
I was just gonna talk about Cam looking like
It's only been a week.
yeah, time's passed.
passed.
And literally,
Wow.
it's been less than a week because the game wouldn't even have started yet, or it would have started. Yeah, it just started probably.
Actually, I couldn't let that go by.
What part? The week?
No, the fact that you thought it was.
I didn't think anything. I know
Time's
exactly.
Time's been
Time's
passed.
passed. Did I not? Hold on. Did I miss when time goes on, time passes? Did I miss that? Like every day is another day.
but
Time's
you
passed.
said it like
Time's passed. What we can talk about for a month and a
time's
half?
Passed.
What's there to talk about?
It's 1 week, Tom.
Okay. It's 1
been
week.
6 days.
Why don't you throw that $50 on the table, and then we'll talk Super Bowl.
Is that right?
That's damn right.
Okay, yeah.
All right.
We'll
Let me
talk
clarify
about
that for you real quick.
Look at this. Look at it right on the airwaves.
Well,
Look
first,
at
let's
this.
start with the Major
Well,
League
he
best
can't-
players.
Don't let him start right now, please, because someone is still waiting for fantasy football cash.
Well, somebody waits every month for $100 for you to be have the privilege of sitting here with me at the big table. You know what I mean?
You don't
so
wait for that. You don't
that
wait for
adds
me.
up, Brian. That over a monthly period of time, that increases.
First off, I'm already paid off for months.
There's no paid off. We're going to have this conversation, Sean Marion,
No,
right
we're
now.
not.
You want to have this?
You want to have that conversation, Sean Marion? Do you?
You want to do this? Nipple 3? You want to do this
I
one?
don't like that matrix. I'll tell you that.
Listen, I can't stand it because I don't have the reads in front of me. So somebody came in this studio and thought it'd be, hey, listen, we must be missing the top set of reads. Let's grab them. We'll leave the bottom set of the reads, and we won't replace them. Or leave a note, hey, this is where you can get the other reads at. It's unbelievable. So my whole train of thought is effed up right now. I mean, big time effed up. I need things in order in here. It's unbelievable. Freaking Burlington.
Are we?
Besides that,
Are we not enough as a professional that we don't?
did you not hear me just do the Legends Tap without anything in front of me?
Well,
Do you
that's
see
what I'm
that on
saying.
this
Can we-
paper, sir?
What else are on there?
Well, there's things on there, but I'm trying to get into the main topic that we're going to start with.
Let's go.
Major League's best players.
By the way, I didn't do any skinny dipping. Okay, that didn't happen.
Oh, we know you. Thanks, Rob.
I did go in the ocean. It was cold.
No
It was cold.
speedo. No speedo. Just
No speedo.
straight shorts.
All right, who's the Major League Baseball's best player in the game today? And that's brought to you. Our Twitter question, you can find that on our Twitter page, A2DRadio_com. You can vote there. And we're not gonna tell you all the names we have there. You got to go there, find it, and then vote. And you can also get on the phone lines, 856-295-1178, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. A2D Radio is how you can find us. First segment brought to you by the Sports Outlet for all your sporting needs, 703 Black Horse Pike, Glendora, New Jersey, 856-939-2030 on the web, sportsoutletinc.com.
I want to kind of know who the names are. So can you tell me? Because I didn't.
Well, we had Harper, Trout, Correa, and what was the other one? Stan.
I would have liked Goldschmidt to be in there, but
Yeah, sure. We'll tell Twitter that the lettuce had 5. No biggie.
Oh, very
or over Correa since he's played 1 year.
We'll talk to your boy. That's your man. You talk to him. All right? You didn't chime in. Look at him ripping.
No one told me anything.
Well,
about
you know
this.
what? You got
I'm-
He's not
why don't you
involved.
get me going?
He's never involved in anything. We try to have
It's because you
conversations.
guys have these stupid freaking voice texts. Can we text people normally?
It's clean,
I'm
Brian.
sick
We
of
like
the
to have.
voice
We like to
text.
hear voices.
I'm sick of the voice text. I'm upset that I showed you guys how to voice text.
And this. Oh yeah, you did. Absolutely opened Pandora's audio.
I don't have
text
time
box.
to listen to them.
All right, but
I
that
can't
was on
figure out how to
paper.
get them to come out of my phone. I have to actually listen to them, and I'm driving all the time.
No, that was a a regular text that we put it in.
Was it?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I love Goldie.
I was busy
mean,
on the weekend.
I'm with you. I mean,
But
Correa-
I love
Correa was
Correa.
just
I
a
love
young name.
I love
Just a young
Correa.
name.
I love
Yeah, just a
Correa.
young name.
But I just don't think
Yeah,
he's there
there's
yet.
no body of work. Absolutely.
It's not there yet.
All right, well, you leave him out of it. So obviously,
that's why I
he's
would-
just
He
an
might be the
add-in.
best. He might be the best player in baseball in 3 years.
Well, you throw him in now and you see where it ends up at. But obviously he's not going to beat out the other three names.
No, probably not.
on that list. When you're talking about Harper, Trout, Stanton.
I just like Goldie a lot. I like to give him some props.
No,
And
absolutely.
I think Stanton might be the most. Stanton might be the most talent, but he's hurt all the time.
Yeah, he's third. I mean, he's
So is
He's
Harper.
got to be third.
I mean,
Yeah, but Harper's younger, and he
Well, I
already had a
don't-
better,
I- oh, no,
he had
I
a better
don't-
year than Stanton ever had.
Oh, absolutely. Harper was definitely in front of Stanton. I'm just saying they're both of those guys battle injuries.
Yeah, that's true.
Trouty's up there by himself. But it's not like it's not like a ridiculous runaway. But those 4 years and 40 games, is a tremendous start to an MLB career. I think everybody would agree with that.
yeah. Stanton's really not. I don't love Stanton that much. I just don't. The injuries bother me. The guy's never healthy. When
He's
he
not
is
really
healthy,
a 300 hitter.
no, yeah, he's got the pop that excites the ladies, but I mean, he doesn't really do it completely for me. And talk about Harper, I agree there too. I mean, last year I crushed this guy before the season started. Guy who's never healthy, never fully healthy. He had a lot of comments before the season. Now, did he back it up in his own right? Yeah, of course he did. I mean, he came to play baseball this year and he had a monster year. But still, that's not leaders. Leaders don't do that stuff. I don't know. He's just not. He doesn't do it for me. I think it's a lot about what's all about Bryce. And I've been saying this for a while. I think it's all about Bryce. And the guys like that, they rub your teammates wrong and you don't win. And you can see it. I mean, there's no reason with the talent on that Nationals team last year with them not win games.
Well, it wasn't on him if they didn't win. No one else played for them.
Listen,
I would cut half the team.
I realize it, but what's the reason for that? You have all that talent and you don't win?
I'm hoping that it goes bad because I want him out of there. Because I want him out of the division. Or on our team. Either one.
Well, getting into the love to hate.
I'll take him out of the division, though. Sure. He's probably going to go to the Yanks or Red Sox. You were saying that earlier. Someone's going to throw huge
He
money.
looks
at him.
like I see them Red Sox. That Red Sox jersey on him. I don't know. I could just picture that
Yeah,
Red Sox
you know why?
jersey more than
Or,
that.
You know
or
why? He
Dodgers.
Dodgers,
He's a la guy probably
Yeah,
with the
get your-
hairdo.
Get your
and
surfboard, flip your hair back.
It's from Vegas, so it's kind of out there. It's out that way at least.
It's in the area, location.
4 hours.
Probably wants to act because you got to have an ego to act. Those guys are me guys.
Well, it seems like he likes facial hair, so
you want to be the center of attention. You know what I mean? So
Can't be on the Yankees. He seems to like facial hair, and the Yankees they don't do that. They don't play that game. So one thing the Yankees don't play is the facial hair game.
Play a lot of games. The facial hair is not one of them.
No.
Well, I don't know. I mean,
which is still absolutely hilarious to me because they've done nothing since Georgie died to honor his memory. Cashman's continuing to cash a paycheck and get away with murder, and they're worried about facial hair. I mean, I think Georgie would rather win. If you can talk to Georgie upstairs, he'd tell you, "Hey, grow a Fu Manchu. All right, get me back to our winning ways." But I digress.
So
I kind of like the fact that they can't grow facial hair, but I also like to grow facial hair. So, you never know.
all right. So who's your unanimous? Is it Trout?
I go Trout 1. I would go Trout 1, Harper 2, Stanton 3. And Correa 4, but like I said, with an asterisk of Correa, in my mind, in 2 years, could be the guy we're talking about as the best player in baseball.
Listen, are people in his head, Trout's head, there in L.A.? I'm just curious about something. I just wonder if people are in his head. Because you don't go from stealing, have a 50-bag stolen year, 49 bags, and that go to 33, 16, and 11. Unless somebody's in your head and telling you to slow it down on the base pass. That's weird to me.
Well,
because he has natural speed. He's a natural guy who can steal bags.
He bulked up a little bit, but he's still stealing way less than he
It's
can
really
still steal 30.
20? I mean,
Yeah,
20,
he can steal
25?
30.
He can steal 40 in
you
his
know
sleep.
what, though? I think they're doing that with both of them because Harper can run, too, and he doesn't. What did he steal, 4 last
How are you
year?
going to get in these guys' heads and stop the way they play the game? Let the guys play the way they play the game their whole life. You're going to get up there, the McNabb factor. Oh, stop running, stay in the pocket. How's he guys gotten somewhere playing it a certain way, winning? Let a guy do what he does. I just looked at his numbers and saw that drop and thought that's really strange of a
He
drop.
only had, 11 last year?
And 11. How many times he caught stealing 7?
It's embarrassing.
I mean, you went down. Hold on, you went down from let's see, obviously 2012, where he attempted 54 bags, saved 49 of them. Okay, that's a big-time number to be safe on. That's a good percentage. I'll roll with that percentage. The following year, he stole 33, got caught stealing 7. But then look at 2014. In 2014, he stole 16 bags and was caught stealing twice. So he only stole 18 times? 18 times? The guy bet at 287. How's he only taking 18 bags or attempting? And then this year, same thing. This year was 18 again. So it's a weird number. It's 18. Like somebody said, hey, you stay under 20 a year.
No.
That's really strange.
It had to be a discussion. I mean, obviously, he's just going to play the way he can. He's always played. You know.
The only time he really tries now is like when they need a bag stolen.
Yeah.
I feel like.
No, absolutely. It's you're taking away one of his tools, and we've talked about this before. He's a 4.5 tool guy as it is. Doesn't throw very well. All right, so now you take away another tool, which it's still used to go first and third. All right, score on a single, score on a shallow double, from first. Go get it in the outfield. So obviously the speed still plays, so you're not completely, taking it away. But if you don't, if you can swipe 40 bases, come on. I mean, like I think they're going base to base, waiting for Pujols, and they had Trumbo. The year before they had Trumbo. So Socha was just waiting. He's playing base to base, like he was just,
Well, a lot of it also
reason.
is he bats third now too, right? He doesn't bat leadoff anymore.
Yeah, and even though
That's a lot of it too, because you don't want to open the base up for Pujols to give him a free base to put him on.
Put him on first.
It makes sense, but still.
Oh no, absolutely. But 8 years ago, not the Pujols of now. Even though he
Now you wanna
had a
take the
good
bat.
year.
Now
he
you
had a
wanna
good.
take it.
He had a better
still
year.
gonna
He was
pop. He's still gonna
yeah,
pop.
no, he can listen. Albert's still doing Albert things.
Well, listen,
but, I mean, he's
Harper's
not
never-
the guy he was in St. Louis. Where
Real
you're
quick,
like, man.
real quick. Harper's most was 24 attempted in a year, and that was 2012.
Yeah, but
He's never since that year. I mean, he attempted 15 in 2013. He attempted 4 in 2014. Obviously, he only played 100 games, and then he attempted 10 last year. So I mean, you're right; it's gone down, but not like Trout.
No,
Trout is drastic.
Trout's is.
I mean, your guy. You're
Trout. You're talking about a guy that's like top of the league in stealing bases, and now to a guy that's stealing bases of a first baseman.
Listen, I understand that you're gonna have to pay the guy to be a 3-hole type hitter for you. I understand that. There's no problem with that guy leading off for you. I mean, there's no problem with a guy at top of your order that can hit a ball out of the ballpark and start a game off up 1-0.
I bat him third, but you can still let him run.
I mean,
he can still run the third. Though.
Well, I mean,
no, that's fine. I have no problem with it. But if you're putting him third and saying, well, now you can't run, I'd rather put you one and give you the opportunity to run then and bring something to the table that you bring for my baseball team. Why take away that? Because if you're going to move him to 3 and say, hey, wait, let's say we're going to steal 54 times a year down to 10, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to leave him.
It just doesn't make any sense. Nobody. I can tell you that 99% of those guys aren't going to put Pujols on, and he's a double play absolute monster now because he can't even move. All right, so if he doesn't hit the ball in the air, or if he doesn't go yard, or if he doesn't, lace one in the gap, he's going to roll one over. He's going to hit it in a double play, and your inning's over. But to Willie's point, his boy Goldie had to steal 25, maybe 25 between 35, 30 bases.
A good amount, yeah.
That guy's a 3-4 hitter. You know what I mean? It's just,
Yeah, he's a
let him
monster.
play.
He's a
I don't
monster.
understand why.
See, that's bad on us because that small market just getting sort of left out there in this conversation in a way.
Goldie's
You know what I
awesome.
mean? Like we gave 4 guys and 4 big time guys, but that's just
I actually
him sort of getting left out a little
I
bit.
put Goldie I would put Goldie right with Trout or right with Harper at 2 behind Trout.
Oh, yeah, I agree.
I think he's above Stanton, Goldie.
Yeah, Stanton's a polarizing name.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
throw,
Stanton crushes the baseball.
Yeah.
hit a ball
But he doesn't do a
520.
whole lot else.
He's got a cannon.
He has a cannon, yes.
But again, he's never on the field enough.
Of course.
That's a Harper effect. A great player, but great player for 100 games? I still got I still got a lot more games on my schedule I got to win.
wanna see
Yeah,
a
in
full
6
year.
years. In 6 years, he's played 710 games. I think it is.
Who's that?
Stanton.
And Harper's
Well, I
5'10". So I mean,
I don't
right
think
around the
he's
same
ever
spot
played.
in 4 years. So
That's the thing is, at least we got the 1 full year out of Harper last year. Has Stanton ever played a full year? I don't think he has.
I don't know. That's something I can easily find you.
He was a hamstring, and then he got
He's
hit in the face.
He's always had a year where something's gone wrong.
Broke his hand. I think broke his face. Hamstring. Something. Yeah, it's always something.
Let's see, Stanton. Let's see.
Does he have a 150 game a year?
Yeah, 2011. It's the only one. He had 145 in 2014, but 2011, his second year, 150.
Okay.
So 6 years, 708 games played.
Yep.
So him and Harper, right around on the same path in games played. And then you look at a guy like Trout, and
About 190 homers.
I mean,
something
come
like
on. I go to Trout real quick, and has he missed one? I mean, a guy plays 157, 157, 159. They're just days off. 139 his second year, and I'm sure they're maybe a little injury here and there, but they have some days off and something small. But still, you're talking about 140 games. Guy doesn't miss time. It's bigger. Listen, I'll pay a guy that might, and I don't put Trout underneath them at all, but power. I mean, this year Trout had a big power year, but overall, maybe Harper looks better to you because I don't know. Maybe he looks better to some people, but the game's missed to me and the conversation. It just ends the conversation.
I guess you would think that,
Can't debate if you don't play.
No,
I totally agree. But I guess you could say that, hey, he's trending upward with playing all last year, and he is really young.
It was a monster, a historical year. So,
It is.
when
It's a top,
it's
7
always
year
about
in
what you've
baseball.
done for me lately.
Yeah.
Trouty's a consistent monster. All right, so that's why he puts him up there, and his numbers are off the charts. But like you said, a guy like Goldie, who's just does his job every day, gets overlooked, and that's our fault.
There's some concerning things. Some concerning things I see about Trout.
Correa is just a young A-Rod type.
Look for some concerning things about everybody, right? Let me dive in.
He did hurt his shoulder last year, Trout.
Well, this is my concerning
Right?
thing, okay? I look at a guy who batted 326, 30 homers, 323, 27 homers. Okay, drops to 287, 36 homers. So the average drops, but the pop goes up. And then this year, 299, 41. That's a monster year. But concerning that, again,
Strikeouts are too high.
the strikeouts are too high. And, again, are we in the head that you have to be a 3-0 hitter and you have to –
You got to pop the ball.
right, come on. I mean, let the guy – again, I'll take 326 all day with 30 home runs every day of the week over a guy that's batting 287 with an extra 6.
Yeah.
I'll take the average. I'll take the guy who can do
Where
more.
is doubles at? Are they down too?
Let's see.
Because I think his doubles are down.
They're about – yeah, this year they went down, but they were, let's see, 27, 39, 39, 32. So,
About
I mean,
140, 150 in 4 years.
the strikeouts, 184, 158. I mean, 158 strikeouts last year. But I don't, them kind of guys strike out.
You
So
got,
I
listen, you're
take the good with the bad on the strikeouts.
If you're hitting 300, I don't care how many times you strike out.
No, I agree.
I just think they made a bad mistake by moving
An
him
ounce,
into the 3.
an ounce and out. I mean, as long as there's times when you need to have a productive quality out.
I like the
Obviously, Mike Trout's mental game is I'm not here to question mental games, but when anytime you move a guy from 1 to 3, and automatically in your head, hey, I got to be a power guy, right? I got to drive the baseball, and you see,
just drive runs in. You don't really drive the baseball.
But you see how it's changed over his average, his home runs. I mean, everything's just shifted a little bit. It's weird. The guy's a phenomenal ball player. I'm just saying it's sort of strange. I never really looked into it like that on his numbers decreasing average wise, going up a little pop. But you talk about RBIs, Wills. Okay, I mean 90 ribbies last year. If that's in the 3-0, that's a problem because nobody's getting on base.
Well, yeah,
nobody's getting on base.
Friggin'
So I need him in the 1 to get on base.
Well,
What's
Giavatello was hurt.
Did he?
Who?
Did Harper have 100? I don't think he did last year.
Did he get 100 ribbies, Harper?
And
He hasn't,
99.
He hasn't driven 100
First off,
yet.
the
He hasn't
fact,
driven
that,
100
the fact
yet.
that he didn't have 100 RBIs last year is,
No, you're right.
is mind-blowing.
Yeah, he hasn't driven 100 yet. Yeah, nobody's on
Who
base.
is on
They're solo
base
shots.
for that team? Someone in that organization needs to be fired.
Listen.
What did he hit?
Well, that goes
42.
No, but what was his average?
330.
He hit 330 and he didn't have 100 RBIs.
No, well, it goes
That's
back.
insane to me.
Well, it goes back.
Who's batting in front of him?
No, it goes back to when we were talking about
Nobody.
what the problem with that team was, and I think and you had said Span was one of the number one
Oh, well,
reasons.
that is
You know
a
what I
big
mean?
reason,
Being
yeah.
injured, your leadoff guy. One of you guys said it.
Yeah,
I'm
I'll
giving you
take credit.
props.
I'll
That's
take
fine.
credit. That's fine.
fine.
How does that? I don't understand how.
The largest hand patting in the world.
No, I
right
just
there.
raised it. I just raised it just to let everybody know I wasn't going
How
to.
the hell?
I
how
gave
the
it out.
hell can you hit 330 and 40 homers and not have 100 RBIs? I just don't get that.
Well, Span
Well, no.
and
I'm
Rendon are
I'm not
killers
saying
in that
him.
lineup.
I'm not
last
saying
year.
him. I'm saying the rest of the team.
Yeah,
Holy
absolutely.
shit! How's that
That's
possible?
terrible.
And the same
How
with the
is that
Angels.
possible?
The same with the Angels. Giavatello got hurt, and Crone was hitting
Yeah.
more. Not Crone, Calhoun hit more homers, a career high in homers. So he wasn't on base as much. He was just driving the ball out of the park.
I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you move him? Do you put him back in that one spot, or you just say
See,
now you're my 3-0 hitter and it is what it is,
I
right?
think, in my opinion, the best hitter on your team bats third. In my opinion.
Agreed.
Yeah.
But I still let him run. I'm not saying, hey, we're taking the reins off. You run all you want. You have a green light all day, in my opinion, to run. I'm not worried about you taking the bat out of Albert's hands. Run.
I like him in a 2-hole just because, especially in the American League, you turn the lineup over, you get 9-1 on top. and then you get some. There's some guys that drive in right there. And I don't have a problem with the 3-hole, but 2-hole for me, I like the 2.
I like the 2 or the 1. I mean, if he's in the 3, he's in the 3. But I wonder if this is a little bit of an age.
Well,
an
at the
age.
one, at the one,
we're
he gets some more at bats. You would think.
We're putting this, on Mike Scioscia. Yeah, and I think he's too smart to tell a guy to take the reins off and don't run.
Think it's an agent thing?
I just wonder. Because that's a big drop for somebody got to be in your head and say, hey, longevity. You got a payday coming.
Well, you know what it is? I can agree with you there because
I'll stop running.
A lot of times, I was going to say, because a lot of times guys get injured on the base path. They do. You know what I'm saying?
It's a growing season.
You jam a wrist, you pull a hammy. Yeah, absolutely.
It's a growing season to begin with, and then you talk about all the wear and tear running 50 times a year.
A 15-day DL stint is warranted every year from everyone,
Agreed.
in my opinion.
Agreed.
But when we start getting more than that, when we start talking.
It's a problem, yeah.
But 15-day, there should be one every year. Hell, if I was a guy, I would take one every year anyway. I'd be like, listen, let's say I nicked something. I need 15.
I need a puff.
And no retroactive shit either. Right, no retroactive back to when.
We're not going back to Wednesday. Nope. We're taking okay. We're starting tomorrow, okay? We're starting tomorrow.
Not even starting when this conversation's happening.
We're starting tomorrow.
Put the paperwork in tomorrow.
I'm going to go 4 for 5 tonight. We're starting tomorrow, all right?
I'll be in the locker room drinking beer if you need me. I need a week.
That's the one thing
I need a week to 10.
Yeah, seriously.
That's why
that's season you do, really.
That's why I always liked Prince Fielder. And a lot of people don't like Prince Fielder because Prince Fielder doesn't miss games. He had that 2 years ago where he got hurt bad when he first signed with where is he at?
Texas.
I just have a problem that he's a vegetarian. You're not a vegetarian.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Who are you lying to?
That's my only problem with Prince.
Just eating veggies and bacon grease. But I just don't get. I mean, 162 every year. That's impressive to me. It's tough to do.
It's real tough to do.
I don't think, besides that long stint, I don't think he's ever missed a game, Prince Fielder. I mean, you can look at it. I don't think he has.
Yeah, the neck thing.
Yeah, he missed a ton, almost a whole year. But
before
besides that, he plays every game.
Yeah, he was one of the active.
Which you got to tip the cap to that.
Yeah, before that, he was one of the active leaders, I think. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, listen, forget about, playing in maybe an easier position where you might not get nicked up
I
as
don't
much.
give a shit.
No, I'm just saying, just the fact of, getting to the ballpark every at 12 o'clock, 2 o'clock, whatever time you got to get
not just
the whole
sickness day.
Yeah, you don't get a cold or just a day where you're not feeling it. Say, coach, maybe there's better.
You got
I don't know.
You got the runs. You don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Or you don't have a problem with somebody. I mean, you arguing with the coach. He sits you down. I mean, nothing. It's crazy. Because I'm going to get into something.
Kevin Costner drills your wife, and then all of a sudden you have the you tell the grounds crew guy, hey, turn the lights out. I need a blackout. I need a blackout tonight to extend it.
We need a rain out. I can get you a rain out.
Even the Iron Man had an issue.
Yeah.
That's great. But I hear you. I mean, seriously, that's. But you got to play at least 150.
Yeah, or I would say 140. At least.
Which pretty much jumps Goldschmidt up into 2 then. Right? And puts them, 3A and 3B.
Well, it's
when
tough.
You're talking about Harper.
I agree. What's tough for me is the fact that granted, can he replicate? I don't know. But that year that Harper had last year it's top 10. It's a top 10 year all time.
That's what I'm saying. There's a couple guys that are, the talent's there, so there's no doubt that he's a superstar. But there's a couple guys that are going to need to answer the bell this year, and he's one of them. A repeat, not that kind of historic season, but he's got to show that he stays on the field and he can do this year in and year out. And the other guy is Jake Arrieta. I mean, did he do it with Ramirez, or is he ready to go? I know he threw the ball better since he got to Chicago. There's no doubt about it. But can he repeat it? We'll see where that takes him.
330 when you can pop the ball 40 times is hey-o.
Oh, yeah?
Jesus Christ.
That's Cabrera-like.
Can we get
it's Miguel Cabrera-like.
Can we get something like that on our team?
I mean, come on. That's Miggy. That's Miggy.
Yeah,
that's Miggy territory.
Miguel, can we?
Triple
Miguel.
crown. You're talking about Triple Crown territory because if anybody's on, he might win the Triple Crown. Right? I mean, he only had 99 RBIs.
Jesus Christ, yeah, he probably does.
He probably does.
He probably led in average numbers.
They talked to him about $400 million contract, and he was like, "Don't sell me short." Yeah, he wants to really cash in, but you got to stay on the field to cash in that kind of money.
You got to stay on the field.
I really think you do. But on the other side, we'll talk about Phillies, a little mini preview. I mean, nothing crazy. We'll get into a little bit. We also, throughout the show, Kobe's last All-Star game, we'll touch on a little bit. The players we love in 6 questions. All that coming up on Agree Disagree right here, A2DRadio.com. And that segment was brought to you by Romeo's Termite and Pest Control, your local pest control provider, family-owned and operated business. Give them a call, 856-341-3927, on the web, romeospestcontrol.com.
You're listening to the worldwide leader of Real Talk, A2DRadio.com.
A2DRadio.com is sponsored by Romeo's Termite and Pest Control. Family owned and operated, Romeo's only employs the safest, most effective methods to rectify your situation. Whether it's at your house or at your commercial residence, no matter what the concern may be, they'll get the job done. Raccoons, squirrels, bed bugs, termites, you name it, they'll take care of it. Satisfaction guaranteed. Give them a call at 856-341-3927 or look them up on Facebook at Romeo's Pest Control or visit their website at www.romeospestcontrol.com, your local pest control provider. A2DRadio.com is sponsored by Martino Roofing. With more than 15 years of roofing experience, they have all the services that you need, whether it's new construction, tear-offs, replacements, or re-roofs for your residential or commercial business. They will provide a detailed service in a timely and professional manner. So you can give them a call for a free consultation at 609-792-5103. Send them an email at martinoroofing@comcast.net or visit them on the web at www.martinoroofingllc.com. The number again is 609-792-5103. Martino Roofing.
This is Tom Arnone, owner and founder of A2DRadio.com. What if I told you I knew the best caterer in the business? Well, I'm not going to lie to you. It's Obie's Catering. You can contact Obie's Catering at cateringbyobie@yahoo.com or give Chris O'Brien a call at 856-534-8410. From graduations to wedding rehearsals to just if you need food cooked in your house. He'll do it all. He's trying to change the world one dish at a time. That's Obie's Catering. Chris O'Brien, 856-534-8410. Tell him Tommy A from A2DRadio.com sent you, and you'll get 20% off.
A2DRadio.com is proudly sponsored by Gibson Mayer LLC Certified Public Accountants. Gibson Mayer, located in Yardley, PA, is a leading accounting and business consulting firm with a proven track record of handling critical issues with expertise across many different industries, including construction, distribution, hospitality, manufacturing, real estate, service trades, merchandising, professional services, and professional athletes. Give them a call at 215-369-3300. That's 215-369-3300. Your initial consultation is always free, and if you tell them that Tom and Mike from AM and the PM sent you, you'll receive 15% off all income tax services completed by February 15th. That's Gibson Mayer LLC Certified Public Accountants, 215-369-3300, or visit them on the web at www.gibsonmayer.com. That's gibsonmayer.com.
You're listening to Agree to Disagree, only on A2DRadio.com.
Agree, disagree, A2DRadio.com. And we started off tonight's show, and we asked you who was the best player in Major League Baseball today, and that was brought to you by Scanzano Sports But you can find it on our Twitter page, A2DRadio_com. You can vote there. You can also get in on the action, 856-295-1178. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, A2D Radio is how you can find us. And that'll bring us into a little Phillies mini preview. And that is brought to you by Obie's Catering. Changing roll one dish at a time. Contact Chris O'Brien, 856-534-8410. Find him on Facebook. Catering by Obie is how you can find him. Shove a little platter.
Little happy Valentine's Day to all the wives and girlfriends and moms and neighbors and aunts.
Forgot.
Out there. It's your day, so enjoy yourself. If you're a guy and looking for somebody to tell you Happy Valentine's Day, you need to check your beanbag. All right, but it is what it is. Enjoy.
Do I even want to mention my pretty bad mistake yesterday? You guys want to hear this story?
Sure.
We'll toss to this one real quick.
Absolutely.
Let's hear it. Yeah.
So yesterday
Whenever
morning,
you mess up, I always want to hear it.
Yeah, of course. So yesterday morning, I take off. I know today I was like, oh, you know what? I remember her neck was broken. I was like, oh, let me just grab her necklace real quick. No biggie. Run the keys. I'm not even awake yet. I see one, and it looked like at the bottom, like it was like a diamond thing, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And it had at the bottom, it looked like it was like little hearts. So I grab it, boom, boom, boom. Get home later. I put it in my sweatshirt. I take my sweatshirt off. I had cigarettes in my sweatshirt. I'm like, oh, Len, get the cigarettes out of my sweatshirt for me. So she throws me the pack. I'm like, nah, there's 2 packs. There's another pack in there. So, yeah, Brock gets the other pack. Not the other pack. Gets the, necklace out. And her comment is, Mom? I'm like, what are you talking about? She's like laughing. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? Mom, what are you talking about? On the freaking goddamn necklace at the very freaking bottom. Like, dude, so small. It looked like hearts. It was red. It looked like freaking hearts to me. Right? It says Mom on it. That's a return. Like, did you even look or anything? I said, first I'm looking through glass. I got a million people bumping into me. I'm trying to get this quick and painless. Okay, because I look at what the receipt says, babe. You know what I mean? I don't look at the time spent freaking searching the counters for it. I look at what does that receipt say? Because that's my thought into it. My thought isn't, oh, let me spend an hour really picking out the best necklace in the world. No. How much that cost? That's good. Let's roll with that one. But I didn't, because through the glass and it was further away. Because it wasn't a big. It had a heart thing, and then it had a diamond in the back that that's what caught your attention. Because it was one of the ones that bounce a little bit. So that's catching my attention. I see the red at the bottom. Oh, hearts.
So for you, it's about
when.
For you, it's not about the process. It's about the end result. I mean, you're a man, bro. Roll them up. Roll the sleeves.
Yeah, it was just it was simple. It was just about how much does it cost. That's my thought into it. My thought's not into let me spend 2 hours looking for something. Who does that? I'm a man. I'm in and out of a store. I don't spend a lot of time.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I wouldn't even went to the store. I'd ordered online. I do all my shopping from my house.
Well, you should, Brian. But I'm a last minute shopper. So Saturday morning was for me to get
you're
out.
Ahead of the game.
Maybe
yeah,
you're
that was
ahead
great. I mean, I felt amazing. I'm like, look at me. I mean, look at me.
Sweeps was driving around today.
Maybe yeah.
I was driving around today.
If you didn't wait till last minute,
essentially it wasn't last minute.
Wouldn't have gotten a mom necklace probably.
It was so tiny. It was unnoticeable.
Take it back. You go to dinner. Take it back. You go to dinner.
First thing she said though, right? Right. Mom.
Oh, eagle eyes. Women have eagle eyes.
Yeah, Mom.
They don't miss nothing. They don't miss
nothing.
They
started laughing. I said, "What's freaking funny?" So it wasn't funny when I was swiping that card through. I wasn't laughing. All right, Phillies mini preview, and they're bringing all the kids you want to see to camp. I mean, they're all coming. When you talk about Williams is going to be in camp, Quinn will be in camp, Jake Thompson will be in camp, Crawford. Who am I missing? Alfaro, Knapp,
yep.
Randolph,
no.
He's too young.
Yeah, he's probably a year away from the camp. If he breaks this year, which I think he will. I think he's probably a year away. Gotcha. Let's say anybody else that's worthy.
Pretty much everyone that's 21 and a highly touted prospect is coming to camp.
And what's the kid from Houston? Mark Appeal.
Yeah, Apple. Yeah.
Apple, whatever that is.
Yeah,
Appel, yeah. Mark
Appel.
I'm just going to say Apple.
Yeah, I mean, I think all three of us had a different phrase.
It's Mark Appel. I mean, I'm not going to brag about it, but it's
no, you should brag about it because I was way off. And I was hoping if I said Mark, that one of you just toss last name out and get me off the hook.
When he starts throwing like a number 1 overall pick, I'll call him Mike Appel. He's Apple at the moment.
I have no problem with that.
Apples and oranges. So let me give you guys an over-under. All right? Over-under, 66.5. Win-loss.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, that's what it is. Phils. Over? Under?
Under.
Under? Yeah. Wow, under?
Yeah, dude, we're gonna stink.
Worse than last year?
Yeah,
I don't think you get worse.
I think we're gonna play. I want to play a bunch of the kids, which I don't see that going well.
This is why this guy should never go first because he's inside my head.
Because I know
I agree.
I'm smart, and we're both smart.
I agree 1,000%. If you take the kids out of the equation, on paper, their lineup and their staff is the worst in baseball. It's them and the Braves for both categories. And that's just truth. Hitting you in the face. You know what I mean? So we're hoping for the pups.
The kids
you know what I mean?
The kids are gonna make some plays, but the kids are also gonna make a lot of mistakes.
Yeah.
And I just don't see. I think it's safe to say we win 65 games.
And the Nationals, the Mets.
And our division's good.
You know, we
besides
talked about the Braves. Yeah, besides the Braves. You know,
our division is tough.
Marlins,
Mets, and Nationals should all be really good.
I'll go over then. You guys both going under. I'll go over. And, it's 67. Winner. I mean, I think they can win 70. They're not. That's not good, guys. You guys are acting like 70. Like I said, 90. Every time, whenever it comes to the Phillies year in and year out, you always want to do this. Your facial freaking expressions. What is the difference? 3 more freaking wins, and now it's a Crown City. And it's all the time. Like you act like I'm over-evaluating. There's no over-evaluating.
You are.
Miguel Franco can't come hit 30 home runs for you this year and hit the ball a little bit and you win 70 games. I mean, come on, man. There's not kids. Noah can't pitch well. I mean,
no, he could.
They're not ready to win anything, but these kids can learn. Listen, I think they're going to compete more.
Jeremy Hellickson is our opening day.
And Charlie Morton, you're 3. You know, what I mean,
no, you're in trouble.
It's gross.
Trouble is winning only 70 games still. You're still in trouble. 70, 65. Yeah, I mean, you're losing 90 games. You're in trouble, period. So,
Agreed.
I'd like to see them not lose 100.
Can they lose under 90? Is that even possible? Can they lose under 90?
I mean, we're going to have to start hot.
How about this freaking conversation? How bad is it? How bad? God damn it. Like, how bad is it that I have to talk about, can they lose under 90? Jesus. Remember the days? Can they win over 100?
Yeah, absolutely.
They weren't that long ago.
They weren't.
They weren't.
Let me ask you guys.
The cavalry's coming, so
let me ask you guys.
We just hope you don't have to sit through it again. But
there's one thing if I'm a GM in baseball that I don't pay for, and I'll tell you what it is. I don't pay for pitching. I just refuse to pay for pitching. The numbers that you're giving a guy once every 5 days. Let me develop my arms through my system, and let me go. Let me go buy hitting, buy guys who can hit, and develop guys who can throw. I just think that's the way to do it because I don't know. It's great to have a great ace, but these guys are getting paid way too much that guys are just guys to me that aren't legit aces in this league.
I'll pay one to be that guy because you need that guy, in my opinion. You have to have that guy.
Real quick, just say Noah. I don't think Noah's that one, but just say Noah. Let's say Thompson is, okay? Say Thompson becomes a one. Just play along the goddamn game.
Okay.
If Thompson's out, say he becomes that one for you, and for a 2-year stretch, he's a legit arm in this league, and you're paying him rookie money. That's what I'm talking about.
That'd be great.
Now you can go buy bats and go buy other pieces, bullpen help, and stuff like that.
That's where I was going to go because I was going to say that the game has it's a shortened game, so you can use that money to go 7, 8, 9 and be locked down. You don't need to pay. You're not going to pay a guy to go 6 innings. You're not going to pay him $200 million. I'm saying,
no.
Just get a veteran guy that's. That can give you 6 and keep you in a ball game, give you a quality start, maybe 7. Under 7 innings, less than 3 runs.
Because we made this mistake here. I mean, we made this mistake. We went all in, and for that period of time, this was fun, and baseball was fun here in Philadelphia. But then what happened? Them arms broke down, and that's a given over time. But see all the back money? I'd rather be giving that back money to a guy. Okay, he's getting older in his career, but he can still hit me 25, 30 home runs. I'd rather pay that longevity than a guy who just arms shot and gives me nothing. Because that's what happened in both situations. And it happens all around the league. It's not just here.
It does happen a lot.
Now, the Mets and the Cubs have done it 2 different ways. The Mets and Cubs have done it 2 different ways. The Cubs have gone out and bought pitching, okay? And the Mets went out, developed pitching, and went out and bought some hitting. So you see, both teams did it different ways. So there's no set way.
The Cubs developed hitting. And
bought pitching.
Mets developed pitching and bought hitting.
So there's two ways to go. I'm just wondering your guys' thought on which way you go because I go the fact that I just want to develop my pitching and
I do agree with the whole.
I want to develop everything. Obviously, I don't want to just be like all arms and nothing else.
I do agree with the bullpen factor, and Kansas City showed it. You don't really need a dominant staff. Now Johnny Cueto he didn't pitch that great for him, but he's a legit ace.
No,
Right, Kansas City showed. We showed it.
Yeah.
I mean, I know it was 8 years ago, but we showed that you can win without. I mean, at the time, Cole wasn't a well-known ace in this league.
Yeah,
we
true.
won with smoke and mirrors behind him because we crushed the baseball. We pounded you out, and in this ballpark. So the way I'm looking at it,
and we had some really good relief.
In this ballpark, I'm going to go the opposite way. I'm going to go for bats. And I'll develop my arms. Because why am I going to overspend to bring a guy here when it can be a homer dome in August? Why not go get the bats to make it a homer dome?
No, I totally agree with you. With our field, I would pay for batting.
Now, to Chicago going to pay for pitching, I actually like that because it depends on what day you get in Wrigley.
I mean,
one day it's a homer dome, the next day the ball stays in.
You bring in a left-handed power bat in our lineup with our field, they can hit 50. Easy. I'm saying that's why I would pay for batting. Yeah.
Well, Mets, City Field, bigger field. What do they do to develop pitching? They're moving the.
So you'd have gave Davis. You'd have paid Davis. I mean, that's not a shot at you. I'm just saying that's an example. You know what I mean? That's, I know we wanted Upton.
It
but,
gets Howard out of the city. Yeah, I would have.
I love that. Get out of the city. That just rubs me the wrong way every goddamn time.
I said it perfectly.
I know.
Purposely to rub you the wrong way.
Guy did nothing wrong his whole career here, and he's like a scapegoat of what? Winning?
I can think of a couple things he's done wrong.
He's a scapegoat of what? Winning? I don't know how he becomes a scapegoat of things falling apart.
We paid him too much money. That's all it is.
Dude, if you don't pay...
He's got the worst contract in baseball for 3 years.
Oh, my God.
That's what it is.
Listen, I stopped being a fan if they don't pay him after them years. If they let him walk, I'm not being a fan anymore.
That's fine.
There's two ways to go about it. If they let him walk, we crush them.
Differently.
Structure it differently. Don't guarantee goddamn money. How do you structure it differently? Don't guaranteed. You know, structure different.
I mean, you don't have to let them walk out the door, but you got to get people for them. I think that's the biggest thing. Like, until you brought light to it about Ruin Tomorrow, the things he did, on his way out the door, that was the problem that people had in the beginning. Like, and we know that everybody knows that. I mean, it's obvious to say, the Phils got old quick. No kidding, right? But after they lost, 2009 was probably the time to start shopping piece by piece. You don't have to, get rid of everybody. You don't have to be the Marlins, all right? But one at a time. Hey. Let me get a couple young arms for Utley. That was 5 years ago when Utley was still running around, like a maniac.
I think that's ownership. Really,
Rollins. Oh yeah, no,
yeah.
I know.
I mean, why would they
put
want
it just on him?
No, but everybody. Why would you want to?
They were sold out all the time. So it's like, hey, let's keep milking this cow.
We would have crushed.
Keep milking this cow till it goes dry. Absolutely.
We would have went ballistic. So there's two ways to everything. I don't know. I mean,
there is. No, I totally agree.
Two ways to everything in baseball.
It didn't help that under Ruin Tomorrow Jr. We really didn't. Yes, I don't like him. We're back to this. It's Phillies time.
Yeah.
Come on now. But
we haven't mentioned our new GM. We haven't even said a word about him yet.
We didn't really develop. We didn't really get a lot of young guys in the beginning when he first came here. Now we got some stuff happening. But like we didn't have anything really in the wings for a while there, which didn't help because we were getting old and we had nothing coming. Yeah. It was like a whole issue.
That's what I'm saying. Because if you could have got at that time, those guys could be 25, 26 now, and they're ready to go. And the pups are still waiting. Like, if you just turn it over to pups now, I mean, who knows? Even though that's the way we like to operate. Like, just go play baseball. You've been playing since you were 5 years old. And I don't have a problem with that. But in the way they're thinking is like, it's too early for the pups. But if they got some guys for Lee, originally the Cliff Lee thing, the first time he was dealt, instead of like Philip Almont. You know what I mean? If they had some other guys.
Balls are still traveling.
Yeah,
so,
they got some other guys now.
Up.
Those guys would be 26, 27, 28 and up,
Well, that's the prospect game, right? Jones. I mean, that's what's so hard about it. That's the prospect game. It's so hard.
Baltimore got Adam Jones for Eric Bedard from friggin' Seattle, and we got Philly Beaumont for Cliff Lee. Thanks. Good work. Good job, Ruin.
Yeah, I just don't know. I don't know. It's tough, but it's exciting to, turn it over. I mean, last year, obviously, there was, no – I mean, we didn't really have, these conversations about the Phillies. We were just more like, I'm
excited for the Phillies. I am. I don't think they're going to be good, but I'm excited to see the young kids play, and I think Crawford needs to be up immediately.
Just compete. Yeah, I agree. I just want to see these kids compete. Like we talked about, I think a couple weeks ago. Go in the City Field and take 2 out of 3 with your kids, and you're not going to do that consistently. But you just grow off. You just grow off of going to places and taking a series, and you might go take your lumps and lose 5-6 straight after that. But you just start how to learn to play together because these kids playing in Double-A together. I think you need to keep these kids together. They played all well together last year, and you keep them together as long as you can. I wouldn't move one up because there's no, besides third base on this team and center field, they're all open. Everywhere's open. So unless you're talking about Adubo Herrera or you're talking about Franco and you're talking about the fielding,
well, you just
what's taken?
You just see what the kid is made of. All right, because if you're a mental midget, then we don't want you anyway. Because you're gonna fail in this game. Continue the failure. You fail 7 times, 7 out of 10 times. That's just talking about hitting. But you're talking about boots and base running mistakes. Coaches make mistakes. This game is littered with failure. All right, so you might as well find early on. If a guy can't handle it, forget about the physical parts. Don Brown, Big Willie, bringing up a good point. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, adjustments.
Don Brown, you know what I mean?
Adjustments.
All the physical tools in the world, Don Brown.
Mental midget.
Right? Mental midget.
Adjustments. It's
Yeah.
a game of adjustments. And pitchers made adjustments against him, and he never made them back. And you talk about it. So you find out you separate the real good ones from just guys. And there's been plenty of guys who came up in their rookie year and had, I won't say big years, but had little explosions. And then you don't hear from them again. It happens. Because pitcher's going to make adjustments. The league's all about adjustments. Guys watch a ton of freaking tape on everything you do.
And there's nothing like seeing that,
well,
that young guy.
You got to want to be great, too.
That's true.
Yeah.
You
Absolutely.
got to work. You can't just get there and stop working.
Absolutely. And nothing like seeing the young guys get to August and turn the corner. Because when you get to August, it's the dog days. It's hot. It's the grind. And it's just like, hey, what do you got left? What do you got downstairs? What do you got tucked between you? You need a wheelbarrow, or you got little fruity pebbles down there.
Well, let's talk from 2006 on and the kind of baseball team we had here. We had a kind of baseball team where guys got hot in August and September, like you're talking about. I mean, Howard, Rollins. I mean, them guys crushed after the break. I mean, they wore you out in the dog days of summer when other teams were folding. You're right, and this is when they always made a run. Remember? August. I feel like Howard hit 20 in the month. I mean, it would just be ridiculous. He was going these stretches, and Rollins too. And all. I mean, they all just hit. We wore you down in the later months.
We were the best late summer team for that 4-year stretch there. No team was better than us late summer. August, September, we were the best team.
No, we
Always.
crushed it. We crushed it.
Always. Hell, for 2 years we were down. We were down in wins, and we would just come back and overtake them mutts.
Yeah, the Mets were winning. Yeah.
Awful mutts.
All right, on the other side, we'll do a little Kobe last All-Star game. And with Kobe going out, we'll go over players we love and players you love to hate, and we'll do the 6 questions. All that, agree, disagree, A2DRadio.com. This segment is brought to you by Gibson Mayer, LLC, your certified public accountant, 215-369-3300 on the web, GibsonMayer.com.
You're listening to the worldwide leader of real talk, A2DRadio.com.
This is Tom Arnone, owner and operator of A2DRadio.com and host of Agree to Disagree. If I want to go check out a ball game, there's no better place than the Phillies Sports Bar located 31 South Black Horse Pike in Runnymede, New Jersey. With over 40 plasma and HD TVs, a brick oven, a 2-story deck, the sports bar has surpassed everyone's expectations. From the one-of-a-kind sports memorabilia to life-size sports figures, the bar stays true to its name. The Philly Sports Bar will provide quality service along with outstanding variety of the finest liquors and well-known beers in a family-friendly environment while remaining true to what they are, the best darn sports bar. That's the Philly Sports Bar, located in Runnymede, New Jersey.
A2DRadio.com is proudly sponsored by Gibson Mayer, LLC Certified Public Accountants. Gibson Mayer, located in Yardley, PA, is a leading accounting and business consulting firm with a proven track record of handling critical issues with expertise across many different industries, including construction, distribution, hospitality, manufacturing, real estate, service trades, merchandising, professional services, and professional athletes. Give them a call at 215-369-3300. That's 215-369-3300. Your initial consultation is always free, and if you tell them that Tom and Mike from AM and the PM sent you, you'll receive 15% off all income tax services completed by February 15th. That's Gibson Mayer LLC Certified Public Accountants, 215-369-3300, or visit them on the web at www.gibsonmayer.com. That's gibsonmayer.com.
Hey guys, Rob Hovia here from Fantasy Dominance Now and the Hockey Happy Hour with a quick question. Are you in need of a professional home improvement? Then contact Harry's Contracting, 609-638-6336. That's 609-638-6336. No job too big, no job too small. The owner, Harry Ernst, is a fully licensed general contractor. Tile work, bathroom and kitchen remodeling, and just about everything else. No matter what you need, Harry will leave your home looking as beautiful as ever. Harry's Contracting offers free estimates, and if you mention A2D Radio during the estimate, Harry will give you 15% off the quote. Give him the job, tack on another 5% for a total of 20% savings off his already insane low prices. So contact Harry's Contracting today, 609-638-6336, or email harryscontractimprovements@gmail.com. Harry's Contracting, insane home improvements.
You're listening to Agree to Disagree, only on A2DRadio.com.
About 12 years ago, Kobe All-Star game, some rape allegations. Well, this is his last Disagree, A2DRadio.com. It was right around that period of time, right? Where it was around the All-Star game where them rape allegations came out. Yeah. You want to remember that. People don't remember that side of Kobe anymore now.
That was number
Mr.
8.
Nice Kobe.
That wasn't 24.
Nah,
that was
yeah.
8.
That was the rapist.
8.
24 is clean.
Rapist. It
yeah, 24 is clean.
24.
I remember him buying a $4 million ring for her, so.
Yeah. She stuck around like a jaded cop to get a pension.
Absolutely.
She was all over that. He brought that ring out, and it was a done deal. Done deal. Stuck around. Wow. All right. Well, Kobe brought to you by. I don't have a good one to segue into that. I mean, I don't know.
Not by Denver. I'll tell you that.
Kobe's last All-Star game
brought to you by Roethlisberger's beers and chips.
Martino Roofing, more than 15 years of roofing experience, proudly serving Sewell, New Jersey, as well as Pennsylvania, Delaware, and the South Jersey area. 609-792-5103. Martino Roofing, LLC.com. So, Kobe's last All-Star game, and the All-Star weekend's been good, though.
Oh, fantastic, buddy.
You know what?
But once those two bozos got out of the dunk contest, it was incredible. Like, Drumstick, what are you doing in the dunk contest? And Will Barton. I mean, what a disgrace.
He threw down one nice dunk, Will Barton.
I know. Oh, no. You should go watch
cable,
it. It's terrible. I mean, even when Christine's not paying attention, she's reading a book, and she goes, this is tough to watch. This is hard to watch. Somebody get him off the court. Like, he missed, 8 straight dunks, Will Barton. It was unbelievable.
Okay.
And Nash was doing some soccer thing, him and Drummond, and that took, 3 minutes to accomplish. It was terrible. But once those two guys got hooked up together, it was unbelievable. And Gordon, I thought, got robbed. I mean, I know, Levine, did some, nasty ones too. But after he sat down over the mascot under his legs, I mean, that you got to shut it down. That's it. Turn the lights out. Turn the lights out.
I saw that dunk today, and I said, "Oh my God, he had to win."
I mean, turn the lights out.
I didn't watch it.
And then with the mascot on the hoverboard, the timing on that one was incredible because then he cupped the ball. I mean, it was insane. I don't know. It's crazy.
But
it was awesome. It was awesome, and the 3-point was fantastic.
Under the double leg Jesus.
Yeah, it was amazing. Like Tommy said, it was the whole festivities was great. They got little men versus big men. Tommy's boy Carl Anthony won, showing off his skins. Yeah, there's no doubt about it.
Yeah, he can play. I mean, listen, here you go, closed environment again. You know, he looks great in close environment. He can play.
Well,
I still take the same guy I took, though. But that's fine.
Do you? Because Carl Towns is going to win Rookie of the Year.
That's fine.
I mean, we didn't have a chance to take him, so it doesn't matter.
No, I still take the guy who was going to go 1 to begin with. You know, the team got queued ahead of him. I mean, you know, Okafor plays in a terrible situation right now. You know, at least this kid gets to go play with. You know, he's got Garnett around him. You know, he gets to play with Wiggins. You know, 2 years into the league.
Porzingis is the only guy. Is pretty good. You know, the other two
Porzingis
guys
is good, but
the
he
other
also
two guys,
gets a
like
chance
he
playing
said,
with a stud.
The other two guys went in front of you. So, like you said, in your lap, he fell in your lap. You know, for most people, thought it was the best guy on the board, and nobody thought Porzingis was going to be this.
No, Carl Anthony Towns is good, but it just made me laugh a little bit when I saw he won the skills competition because I'm like, yeah, all right. You know, close environment, shoot a ball through a hoop. You know, okay. Yeah, the game when Okafor just dominated his life just sticks with me. When you get dominated like that sticks with me.
The last time they played, the Towns had a better game.
Okay, just still, the first time he saw him, he was on a mission, and I just didn't think the kid was ready for it. The other kid.
Well, that was probably prior to, driving 200 over the bench.
Yeah, it was all prior.
And kicking butt and
now I
Boston,
redraft.
I'll tell you what, I got no issue with Okafor on the court. It's off the court that I have issues with him.
Well, you hope that.
I got issues with his father.
Yeah, that whole entourage.
I don't like it one bit.
Anytime you're dealing with an entourage, it's absolutely
I don't
garbage.
like it one bit.
It's garbage.
I might deal him. That's how much I don't like it.
No, I'm telling you, it becomes a problem. I mean, just like you said.
Because if Joel gets healthy, I still think that Joel could be is the guy, the key guy. And you got to keep him on the court. And I know you love Nerlens, and you can't have all three. One of them has to get dealt.
Okay, you got Sariq coming over too.
You got like 30 games left, so now Embiid's going to be 2 full years. I mean, can you even?
I don't know. I mean, I don't deal nothing anytime soon. You know, I go with the chips. I go with the chips fall, but I mean, you're right. There's a log jam. There's definitely a log jam.
I told you this, and I stick by it. I like Jeremy Grant. I think Jeremy Grant can play. And more I watch, I've seen some games recently. Jeremy Grant can play. And he should be in a dunk contest, by the way, over Andre Drummond. Why can't we get Jeremy Grant in a dunk contest?
I don't know why.
Dude throws down.
No, he does throw down. I mean, he hammers down. There's no question to him hammering down. But get Kobe's last hurrah tonight, 8 o'clock. Give me your... You know, we all hated Kobe, obviously. And now you can look back. Like, we hate greatness when it's there, and then coming to the end, you can look back. Obviously...
I still hate Kobe, but Kobe's awesome.
Well, what's your favorite Kobe moment? You know, what sticks out to you when you think Kobe Bryant? I mean, what's the first thing that comes to you? Besides, obviously,
82. Probably 82.
Yeah, that's the easy one, right?
I know.
Is there another one, now? Because that's the one that comes.
You know what I always think of? Because everyone always thinks of the Lakers when him and Shaq were there, that they didn't get along. But there was a spectacular series against Sacramento when Kobe had emerged and was right there with, like, they were the two, him and Shaq. Kobe wasn't young anymore, and they had I think it was Game 6. It was a spectacular game. That Sacramento was loaded. They had Weber and all that, and Kobe came down fast and threw up this lob to Shaq. That's the one they always show. Yep. A lot of times where Shaq's like staring at his hand when he's running back down court. But I always remember that lob, and that was a great series.
And that's a coming out party.
Yeah. I mean, he had, of course, he's had a ton of moments. Probably, like I said, if you're not talking about the 82 or the 81, whatever it was, the series against the Celtics. I think he was a little, under the weather that series, and just found a way.
Sticking with All-Star theme,
well,
I always remember
the year he won MVP, which was the year that they won it the first time when Shaq wasn't there. When he first won it with Powell, right? That's the year he won MVP. But that whole year, I think he hit like some crazy 13 or 14 game winner shots. Like, he was absolutely.
No, he's a killer. Yeah.
The killer that year. He was a killer.
I always look back. I always think of Jordan's last All-Star game and going against Kobe, and then sort of going at it a little bit. And that to me was like the real coming out party, almost like a passing of the torch from the greatest of all time to a guy that the closest thing I think you'll ever see to Mike in Kobe is the closest thing you'll ever see in terms of just the way they play. But it was almost like a passing of the torch right there from the great one down and say, hey, this is my last one. And Who tonight? Who tonight is a carry? So who tonight does the torch get passed to? Who matches up against him and D's up? I'm curious to see that.
That's a great.
It's not
great
carry
because he talked about it yesterday. It was a great
not
point.
D'ing up, but
No, I mean I know
somebody interviewed him yesterday. He talked about it. Going at Jordan and how much respect that is. And somebody asked him, "Who you think they're going to?
Who's going to take a shot at you
Who's
tonight?
going to take a shot at you?" And he
Yeah.
said, "I welcome it. I wouldn't expect anything different. The competition.
You see, you know what I enjoyed actually, and I.
Well, who would be D'ing up against him? Give me
with
some names.
Mark Jackson. Well, let me get this.
Okay,
out.
go
Let me get this out
ahead.
real quick, because it just happened. Wednesday night, Kobe played his last game in Cleveland, and it was on TNT. I watched the end of it when I got home from work.
Love Dean. I love them guys.
Paul George.
And
Paul George would probably cover him.
And but so the LeBron and Kobe for the whole fourth quarter were guarding each other, and they were saying that LeBron was taking it easy on him. He wasn't. LeBron wasn't taking him to the rack. He was passing a lot, and they were like, Mark Jackson was like, I kind of want to see him. He's like, Kobe's old now, run down. LeBron can take advantage of him, and he's like, I kind of want LeBron to take advantage of him. I feel he's like, I kind of feel bad that he's not. That's what Mark Jackson was saying, and I kind of agreed. And he's like, because he's like, I distinctly remember when Jordan was on the Wizards and Kobe went at him hard that year every time they played. They dropped 44 on him and stuff.
Bullface killer.
And then they were asking LeBron about it after the game, and LeBron laughed. And he goes, "Well, I think obviously if the roles were reversed, I think he would have went after me hard because I remember when he went after Jordan hard." And LeBron even brought it up. But I was like, I don't know. I kind of agree with Mark Jackson. I want to see you go at him.
Here we go. This is a name that can go out. I don't think this isn't a passing of the torch in my eyes in any stretch, but I can see DeRozan match up against him.
I was gonna say Jimmy Butler, but he's hurt.
Yeah, Butler. Yeah, that's the name. But since it's in Toronto, I could see DeRozan, but he's not to that level, so that doesn't even.
Is he on? Did DeRozan make it? He is.
Yeah, he made it.
Because I know Lowry did.
Both him and Lowry both made it.
Gotcha.
So I mean, I guess who else? I mean, it could be him and LeBron, maybe a little bit, but LeBron's already really good. So
LeBron's already got the torch.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So that's why I like the Paul George comment. Most of the other young guys I would think of would be on his team or in the Western Conference.
Like that's the problem. Yeah.
Like Wiggins is
Isaiah Thomas is tiny. You know what I mean? Like he could put on a little show, but he's like you said, it's not a torch thing. It's just see if he wants to go palms up and
is there any good young guys on the Eastern Conference team? I don't even know who made it.
On the Eastern?
Yeah.
There's not much.
No, most of them are already established guys, right?
Yeah.
Might be
LeBron, Wade.
Home game. I mean, home game for Lowry. Could be Lowry. Place
will
go bananas. But
All right, Al Horford. I mean, there's.
Yeah, but
he's gonna get rolled. I mean,
the West is definitely has to be giving points.
Curry might hit 10 tonight because there's no D. He might hit 20 because nobody D's anybody up in this game.
Well, there'll be a bunch of dunks and they'll start D'ing up with about 7 minutes left in the game. That's when they try to win.
That's when it's 150, 150.
Yeah.
Or 180, 180. Who knows where the night gets.
My favorite All-Star memory of all time is 01 when the East was down like 30 and Iverson and Steph Marbury went crazy and they came back and won and they went nuts. Iverson won MVP, but they just like hit everything.
First ballot
for the last he should be
done deal. Does he get the TO stuff? Did they TO him?
Listen, they might a little bit, but he's a first ballot.
I don't think you can't TO that guy.
You cannot make him first ballot Hall of Famer. I'm sorry, it can't not happen.
Better not. They better not bring off court stuff into this one because we will not be happy.
You can, but dude, seriously.
But that guy showed up every day.
Oh, no.
Look, and not to mention, but how about the fact that literally talking about changing basketball? I mean, maybe is it for the better? Who knows? But tattoos, long shorts. Who saw that shit before Iverson?
No, man.
No,
I don't want
him.
Well, Iverson.
Braids, long shorts.
Of course, it's for the better. I mean, who the hell wants to see Larry Bird's balls? I mean, thank you, Iverson.
God, nobody wants a foul where a guy's falling to the floor because you're like, you got to turn. You don't want to see nothing pop out. I mean, how did them guys used to keep them in there? I had no idea.
Well, they wore jocks, probably.
Some of the You know what I mean?
Yeah, some gentlemen.
Remember, it wasn't.
Some guys put
It
them in
wasn't
their
all a
socks.
bunch of. It
Some
wasn't a
guys
bunch
tuck
of,
them in their socks.
It wasn't a whole bunch of Larry Birds playing. You know what I mean? It wasn't a bunch of white guys playing. So I'm just curious how them guys used to keep them in there.
Some guys are hiding hammers somewhere. Is that what you're saying?
Come on, you tell me Harvey Grant wasn't packing heat?
Trying to get some grants like Horace.
Little Finkel's Einhorn. I mean, he's got it taped. Tape it back there.
He's got it taped up. You got to tape it up.
Completely lost my goddamn train of thought. But no, Iverson said the same thing about Steph Curry that, he's changing the game, and he don't know if it's for the good or bad. But
everyone shoots now.
Everybody jacks shots up. So you know what I mean. But then you saw point guards when Iverson was playing. Not dish to rock. It was a lot of one-on-one. So
Well, that's what those old school guys do. Like Barkley, I don't want to say he despises the Warriors, but he hates it, right? Because he figures that sooner or later, if you don't shoot the lights out, you're going to lose. And they won, and now they're on pace. They're on pace to get break the Bulls record. It's crazy.
What helps them a ton is that they play great defense.
Well, that was
so
the
they can
difference.
actually have an off. And you know what? I still think Steph Curry's amazing. I think Clay's a better shooter. And they're 1-2. They literally are 1-2 in the league. The two best shooters on the planet play with each other.
Well, what's the difference between the Mark Jackson Warriors and the Kerr Warriors? It's real simple. Defense.
They play defense.
It's real simple, and that's surprising because I would think Mark Jackson's a defensive guy, and they just never – and maybe because they were so young at the time.
They were young.
And you bring in a new coach and another message, and Kerr's obviously respected like Mark Jackson is. But they bought in, though, and Green and Iguodala. The thing is why they're so good. And you look at Oklahoma City, again, you got Westbrook and Durant. I'll take them, too. Listen, they're real close on which two I'll take. Or, I mean, real close on which two. But what's the difference between Oklahoma City, because I watched that game that night, Oklahoma City and Golden State, right? You have guys that are coming off your back.
Same thing with LeBron and Irving.
They outscored them like 34-2 off your pine. You got crushed bench scoring. And you know what the difference is? Is that Golden State have a bunch of guys who just play their roles, who don't care about the spotlight and all this.
When you take Oklahoma City out, like when you take Durant and them out, when you take Curry and Thompson out, like you said, Draymond Green can be
Barbosa, who's been doing it for a while.
Sean Livingston.
Yeah,
the number one pick.
He
was the number one pick.
Stud off the bench.
And he's a guy who can back anybody down.
Yeah.
He's a long point guard.
That's a problem.
But yeah, so Kobe's last All-Star game, we just paid her a little respect to him. It is what it is.
Think he wins MVP tonight?
Yeah, probably. Listen,
it would have to be like Magic, though. I mean, I think Magic put up pretty good numbers that time he won it. I mean,
when he had
after the whole AIDS thing, yeah.
Well, like
after the whole non-AIDS thing, because I seen him last night.
After Carmelo said, "I'm not playing."
He was one of those judges last night. The only guy ever to beat AIDS. Incredible.
Yeah, the only guy that's not HIV positive annimore and got bigger. Like, how do you put weight on with AIDS? Like, I thought it was the opposite way around. This guy got bigger.
That's incredible.
The dude never had AIDS.
It's a cure for everything.
It's called money. But I don't think he ever had AIDS. I think they said, listen, we won't make spokesman. They were like, listen, in like 15 years we'll come out and say we don't find any trace of it anymore.
Yeah.
So people aren't nervous around you.
Real quick before we go to break, give me a player you love to hate.
In the NBA or anywhere?
Anyway.
Can we not count Kobe?
No, you don't count Kobe, sure.
Because I don't like Kobe. I hated Kobe.
I hate Harper.
You can count.
I'm a Harper hater.
I like that one, actually.
That's a good one. It is a good one. Sidney Crosby. I tell you what, I was actually thinking that he fell off at the beginning of the year because he wasn't playing well. I'm like, look at this. He's not even that good anymore. But now he's been like the best player in hockey for like a month. So
I'm gonna go Cam, and I'll tell you why I go Cam. Because he's everything like I want in a quarterback: size, ability, just everything. A gun for an arm, right? He's a new generation of a quarterback, you would think, right? But I hate him.
He's a crumb.
Because I think he's a crumb. And listen, I don't think you have to be a good loser. And you don't have to go up in front of the podium and give a whole speech to everybody and give them everything they want. But if you look how your cornerback handled the situation, that's how you do it. Okay, Josh Norman, all he did was he was disappointed. He told you how disappointed he was. He talked about coming back next year, just everything. And you could tell the guy was disappointed, but he still gave answers. You can't have it both ways. You can't. You can't dance and shimmy and throw footballs and A, B, C, and D and then lose and want no parts.
Cry like a baby when someone says, we want to see, can you throw against us? You can't cry like a baby when you've been dabbing all year saying, stop me. Well, guess what? They did. And bottom line, he looks even worse. People are saying, well, at least he went and talked now. He looks worse to me because I'm sorry, you got to die for that friggin' football. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. You break every bone in your body. You have to get that football.
How's that sit with the guys when they go watch?
That's
tape?
it, can't
Right?
sit. It's got to sit awful.
How's that
That's
sit?
my whole thing.
I square him up. I square him up.
Square
Win or
him
lose,
up.
you're going to lose the game anyway. I square
tell
him.
him straight up, I don't even respect you no more.
I square up.
I don't even respect you. You're worried about tearing the leg on the last game of the year? Because he's saying, oh, we didn't lose because of that. You bullshit.
You don't make that excuse,
Bullshit.
man.
You're down 6 right there. You
get on the football.
You get that fumble and punt and get the ball back, you can win. Guess what? When they recover that ball, game's over.
Quit on his football team.
Yeah, Roethlisberger's head first in that.
You have to recover that friggin' ball.
Big Ben's head first in that pile.
Every friggin'
Tom Brady's head first in that pile.
Big Ben, Brady, Manning, everyone's head first in that pile, but him.
That's a problem.
That's a serious problem.
Is that race? I don't think there's any race
I
involved in you diving on a pile.
I think
I'm going to clarify this, though, because there's a bunch of morons out in the book. Because
don't get me Andrew Kahn started right
listen,
now. I don't wanna
social
hear it.
media has set race and racism back 30, 40 years.
Oh, 50,
Easy.
50, man.
Yeah, man, 50. It's
Maybe
terrible.
50.
It's terrible. I make a LaShawn McCoy video, and race starts getting thrown around. What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
It was the cops were black.
Yeah, what happened? What happened? What happened? Oh, my God.
You can't just call a guy a friggin' piece of shit
No.
without being called a racist. It's amazing.
I don't care what color you are, you can be a piece of shit.
And Andrew Kahn, I don't want to hear shit about Andrew Kahn anymore. Tell me, well, you never walked in his shoes. You don't know why I didn't dive the ball. Andrew,
And you did?
Guess what?
You walked in them shoes,
Guess
babe?
what, Andy? Okay, you died for that fucking football.
I
and
love
I'm
it. You're
sorry.
fine. You're
I'm
fine.
sorry.
You get in here.
You died for that fucking football.
Say it again. One more time.
I'm sorry. You died for that fucking football.
Yes. Yes. Let him have it, baby.
How can you not die for that ball?
Let him have
How
it.
can you still be on this team? I
I
don't
love it.
even trust the dude no more. He's a crumb. He will never win. And Andrew Kahn's like, I'll take that bet. He'll win a championship. He'll never win
I'll take that bet. I'll take that
Never.
bet. I'll take that bet.
I guarantee he never wins.
Because guys don't like that. Like his team,
No.
when you're 15-1 and you're shimmying and everything's going good, guys are gonna like it. But I guarantee there's still guys in that locker room that don't like all that extra.
Oh,
because not everybody's a show offer, right? Some guys just go about their business and they're warriors, and other guys got to show you all the extra.
Thomas Davis came back from a broken arm. They're trying to play in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
They get a ring.
And you can't dive on a football.
Come on.
The dude's torn 3 ACLs and got a broken arm, and you're not diving for a
kidding
ball
me?
because my leg was in a bad place. Are you fucking kidding me? I just said the F word more times than I have in the last year on this show.
It's fine, and we allow it because of the circumstances. People got to know the passion.
I'm sorry. This is completely unacceptable.
It is.
I don't understand how we're giving this dude a pass on not diving for that ball.
Listen, this isn't Game 6 of the season.
This is the friggin' Super Bowl with 4 minutes left. You're down 6. You're on your own 12. You have to. If he dives, he recovers that ball. Does he not?
I think he does.
Does anyone else not think he recovers that ball?
6'6", 250. You better.
You better recover
You
that
better.
friggin' ball. I'm sorry. That you don't get no passes. You just. Does he think he's going to get another shot? Because guess what Dan Marino did, too, after rookie year when they got blasted. He's like, oh, well, we'll get another shot.
What happens?
He
Young
never
and
was
stupid.
back.
What do we say? When we're
He
young,
was
we
never
don't
back.
think about when we're
It's
35,
tough to get to
36,
a Super
37.
Bowl.
You don't think like that. When you're young, you're in the moment, and you're like, I'll be back because I'm that good. Well, guess what?
It's tough
not
to get
about
to a
you
Super
being
Bowl.
that good. There's more to it.
Young-
You're the best corner in football, maybe.
What's
Okay?
that?
He might not be back. You think it's just a walkthrough? Right?
that?
Thomas Davis might not be back. You just don't walk through like that.
No, you
Oh,
can't.
yeah.
I'm
What's
sorry.
that? What's that famous saying? Young, dumb, full of cum.
Yeah.
Come on.
And he might be.
It's Marino.
Listen,
Marino
man,
never
listen.
made it back.
When you're not diving for loose balls, you might be Phil. Okay, I'll leave that right where it is. Right? Say what you will. A lot of shimmying, and listen. I got no problem with your extracurriculars if that's what you're into. But the way he dances,
Listen, it started 2
I
weeks.
know some clubs like
started.
that.
He set the tone. He set the tone 2 weeks. He set the tone 2 weeks. 2 weeks before the Super Bowl when he said, "You've
Yep.
never seen anything like me,"
Yep.
and that's when you said, that's going to piss some people off.
listen. I'm not. I expect
I
it
never
to.
seen a dude not dive for a
It was
friggin'
all
ball
set
in the
up.
Super Bowl, so maybe I haven't seen anything like
Listen, I get tons of picks wrong. I really do. But that one just stood out. Like, is this dude kidding me? For the biggest game of your team, every player on your team's career, the biggest game, and you're bringing up about you and race. Really? So now your guys got to go to the biggest media event ever in all of sports, and every year it's bigger and bigger, okay? And now they got to go sit down and answer questions about your dumbass comments about race in 2016. Come on, dude. Come on, it's disrespectful. I'm not saying, listen, down south there's some shit that goes on, and I understand that still. But get a clue, Cam. Get a clue. Nobody's talking about, nobody even saying anything. You're about to go to Super Bowl. Why is it even about anything? Why is it a puff your chest out time?
And Von Miller came out and showed him him. Maybe you haven't seen someone like me.
Nope. Nope.
Because Von Miller dominated that game.
I don't think Lawrence Taylor saw anything like him. Okay.
Von Miller dominated that game.
I mean, you talk about some of the best pass rushers in football. I've never seen a performance like that.
You want to talk about somebody
cashing
getting paid.
Cashing in.
Boy, I Von Miller's age right now.
I would love it.
I'm like, just write a number down because I'm going to tell you it's not enough.
Who's the guy? Who's the guy in Suns who can't take his hands out of his pocket?
It's Chuckles.
Chuckles. Yeah, I'd be like Chucky if I was the agent. I'll just get my hands all down my pocket that game. My hands don't leave my pants. I'm cashing in, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Bro, I'm cashing in big time.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to go buy a car the next day. Just make sure Von's with me.
2 of them.
Just make sure Von's not leaving.
But
now, yeah.
Like you said, this, the spot on about social media, setting everything back, whatever, how many years you want to put on it. Because, I mean, it's what it is. It's like I'm putting a microphone in front of thousands of morons. All right? I mean, in that first half, there were, people must have posted, "Oh, the game's fixed," and after the game, the game's fixed. Shut up. I mean, it was dominated. The Broncos dominated. And the Panthers still had a shot. You know what I mean? They still had a shot. And after that was thoroughly dominated.
Luke Kuechly was all over the field. Panthers defense played well.
Yeah.
But the thing is, Peyton did what he had to do to win.
Exactly.
Completed some passes. Okay, when they were in passing downs, he audible to runs, and he didn't turn the ball over. Besides, he had that one, But
and Cam played like he did in years past. And this year, it was
15-1.
15-1. You got your MVP. Congratulations. But will the true Cam Newton stand up? And he did.
He did. That's what happens when you make stuff about yourself before a huge game like that. And moving forward, listen, man, I think guys folded on 5 around here from throwing up in the Super Bowl when they went. Okay, I don't think it was ever the same with a lot of guys. Okay, not just throwing up at the game. I think some guys didn't like it. Some guys thought it was a sign of weakness when it isn't. It's just part of your body reacts to certain things like that. And I think guys will have the same issue here.
I think they should.
I think they will moving forward. All right, on the other side, we got the 6-pack of questions, and I'll wrap up the show for today. It's Agree to Disagree, A2DRadio.com, and this was brought to you by Harry's Contracting for professional home improvement. Give Harry Ernst a call, 609-638-6336. Email him. And we don't have the right email here. So just give him a call, 609-638-6336. Welcome in to the worldwide leader of what? Real talk, A2DRadio.com.
This is Head, your dude with the tunes from A to Z Classic Rock. When I'm hungry and in the mood for pizza or killer sandwich, I head to Legends Tap, located at 318 High Street in Burlington, New Jersey. Pleasant atmosphere, delicious pizza, kickin' sandwiches, great iced tea, soda, or if you prefer an adult beverage, they have that also. 318 High Street, Burlington, New Jersey, Legends Tap, the best pizza this side of the Delaware.
Hey, if you're interested in buying, selling, or renting a house, call Kingsgate Realty at 856-931-1200. Ask for Patrick Bokikio or visit their website at kingsgatere.com, located at 57 West Kings Highway, Mount Ephraim, New Jersey.
A2DRadio.com is sponsored by The Sports Outlet, located at 703 Black Horse Pike in Glendora, New Jersey. With over 40 years of customer experience giving the latest in uniforms and equipment to sports enthusiasts of baseball, softball, football, basketball, hockey, soccer, and much more. Give them a call at 856-939-2030 or send them an email at sportsoutletnj@comcast.net or visit their website at www.sportsoutletinc.com for all of your sporting needs.
You're listening to Agree to Disagree, only on A2DRadio.com.
Welcome back. Agree to Disagree, A2DRadio.com. And we'll end it here with the 6 questions. But if you're just joining us and you're just hopping in, we start off today's show, who's the best MLB player in the game today? And you can vote on our Twitter page, A2DRadio_com, or Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube is all A2D Radio is how you can find us. And that will take us into the 6 questions that are brought to you by crap. That's what happens when you're
Harry Ernst.
Who gives a shit? We already gave Harry Ernst a
Okay.
Now listen, if you would have just did a euchre, dude, I might have walked home.
Oh,
nobody's listening.
Oh, give a shit. Nobody's listening anyway. Yeah, I did him too. That's fine. I think I got through everybody.
Yeah, we got some others.
If I didn't, you can go to our site, A2DRadio.com, and you can find our great sponsors down there at the bottom. This is what happens when.
Shout out to a couple, great Valentine's Day names. Kevin Love, Jalen Rose, Denzel Valentine, Bret Hart, Bear Bryant, Lou Diamond Phillips, and my favorite, Chase Headley. That's what happens when you buy the right necklace. Right there. There you go. A little Chase Headley at the end.
And if not Pat Angerer.
I'm off the hook.
No, absolutely.
All right, Robbie, shoot.
Well, with the Flyers playing the Rangers right now, I got a couple Flyers questions for you first. First of all, Radko Gudas had another reviewed hit by the league on Thursday versus Buffalo when he caught Daniel, I'm not even pronouncing his last name, with his head down and rang his bell. Now, the league ruled that there was no fine or suspension warranted. So, Radko Gudas, hero or goon?
Goon.
I like Radko Gudas. I think he's a good player.
Goon now.
Oh, he definitely a hitter.
You got to keep your head up.
Yeah, you got to keep your head up, yeah. You're in the
head on a
NHL.
swivel.
Well, a lot of talk. I mean, Ronaldo was a forward, so it's a tough comparison, but he actually plays the game. He plays solid defense. He's one of the tops in hits. He's, I think, in the top 30 in block shots. Pretty impressive for a second-line defenseman. So he's playing the position well, but he'll catch a boy when his head down.
Yeah.
No doubt about it. Reminded me of the Scott Stevens hit against Lindros back in the day. But sticking with the Flyers, do you expect any payback for Wayne Simmons knocking out Ryan McDonough last Saturday in tonight's game, which is going on right now?
Yeah, you said they fought 3 times to start the game off in a minute and a half. So, yeah, they went right at it. They went right at each other. Well, that's Flyers Rangers anyway.
Apparently it was Simmons going after homeboy who hit Voracek. So I want to see if they're going to try to cheap shot Wayne within this game. But certainly the gloves are off. You're absolutely right.
Yeah, you definitely got a cheap shot Wayne. You don't want to, when he squares you up, you're in trouble.
Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't want to get squared up. No thanks.
I like that simmer. I hope he drops somebody.
All right, you were talking about this before when you were reviewing your outlook for the Philadelphia Phillies season. So I wanted to ask you guys, who will make the biggest impact on the Phillies rotation this season? Jared Eichhoff, Mark Appel, or Vincent Velasquez?
Velasquez.
Yeah, I agree. Velasquez. I like Vincent Velasquez. I think he's a good pitcher.
What was the first one, Hellickson?
No, Eckhoff.
Eichhoff. He's good. I mean, all 3 of them are going to be impactful, but no, I like the kid. I'll
go Eckhoff.
It's good.
No,
he pitched well this year.
He's a guy that's, he's a gas face killer. So he's on the outside. He's on the outside, not the outside looking in. The preseason depth chart or whatever. They got him, right there competing for one of those, those spots. As soon as Hellickson gets injured again, or and Morton, throws up a 5.30 ERA like he usually does. Vinny's like, tag me in, please. I got 98 here. Here we go.
As soon as
I got 98.
As soon as Morton shows that he's Charlie Morton, and we're good. You're better off with Johnny Morton. Remember that old guy?
Steakhouse.
Johnny
Walker. All right, number 4. You guys spoke of the NBA All-Star game, or All-Star weekend, really, for that matter. I want to go back to last night. What's more exciting, the three-point contest or the slam dunk competition?
Well, it's become the 3-point contest. They want there's so many good shooters. But once those two, like we said, once those two guys went head to head, that was fantastic. So then you say to yourself, well, maybe we should leave it alone. So if they just have to do a better job. I don't know why guys don't want to do it. They don't want to get clowned. But to me, it would be a tribute of the guys that came before him. Wilkins and Jordan and Vince Carter. I mean, why would you not want to take a shot at being immortal like that, when it comes to that contest, you know what I mean? But I guess, once again, guys don't want to fail. They don't want to get clowned. They saw Will Barton, Will Barton in front of all those people, missed 7 times in a row. Drummond's a big guy. I mean, if it was a rebounding contest, Drummond would have won it. I mean, it was just silly. So
that's why I agree with you. I would say it's the 3-point shootout now, and I think it strictly comes down to one factor. It's that all the best shooters are in it. The best dunkers aren't in the dunk contest. Yeah. So.
Yeah, you made that point on Twitter. Definitely.
Yeah,
it's a solid point. Yeah.
Yeah, back in the day, like you said, it was an honor to be in the dunk contest. And nowadays, it's, you get a lot of average players, if you're lucky. I mean, this year you got pretty average players. Years in the past, you'll get guys you don't even know who they are.
I mean,
who's this guy?
And when you don't even remember it, like they showed the multiple winners because they figured Levine was going to be an absolute shoo-in, and Nate Robinson won it 3 times, and Barkley goes, "Man, he won 3 times."
I didn't realize he won 3 times.
Well, Iguodala got ripped one of those years. Nate Robinson missed like 27 dunks, and they still let him win it.
Yeah,
the hell that was about.
Because he was little.
He's 5'6". He looks like Kevin Hart. Congratulations.
Peeking out of the stuffed animals.
Shoot, yeah.
That's a pretty good commercial.
All right. Yeah, hey, one commercial I didn't mention on Fantasy Nominants Now I think was pretty stellar was the Taco Bell commercial with all the viral video, and you saw that guy from Ancient Aliens on there and the Wall Hawk or whatnot. That was a pretty solid.
I wasn't bad.
Too.
I liked. I guess I didn't see the show, unfortunately, but my favorite I think was it the Doritos?
Yeah, that was amazing.
The
Doritos was at the top of the list. Doritos at the top of the list, and then you got the puppy monkey baby thing. Just catchy. I mean, it wasn't anything like yeah, just one of those things where it's just catchy. Just boom.
I'm sort of creeped out.
Yeah, exactly. That's what Christine said.
And we're looking at each other like, are we okay?
I thought what's it called was.
Was there something in that food? Because am I tripping? Like,
Christine said the same thing. She goes, "Man, that's disturbing," but I mean, it's just catchy.
The one where they were playing Starman and had like the astronaut, the car. It was a car. I'm not sure what it was, but that one was just because Bowie just died. I like that one.
Right. Well, speaking of the Super Bowl,
but they were weak. Oh. Sorry to cut you off, but the commercials were weak.
I agree.
Yeah, weak.
It's your show, man. You can cut me off all you want.
They're good.
Yeah.
They've been weak. They've been weak for a few years.
Well, speaking of the Super Bowl, I didn't get a chance to ask you guys last week. What's your favorite Super Bowl of all time? If you had to pick one and only one, each of you to give one.
I think last year's was the best, to be honest, just because the way the game ended.
Well, yeah, and maybe the Patriots. Oh, yeah, that too. But absolutely agree with you there. But maybe the Patriots-Giants. Both of those Patriots-Giants games were great. You know what I mean? Just obviously, hating the Giants. I'm just going to say, you're like,
the Giants.
I understand, but but those two are right there. But yeah, last year, I mean, you're on the absolute. Half-yard line, and, it's beast mode, and then all of a sudden a slant. Wow.
Was also a great one was Steelers,
Cardinals. Yeah.
Steelers, Cardinals, because it was like, I think in the last 4 minutes there was 3 scores, because Larry Fitz had a score, or Pittsburgh had a score, then Fitz had a score, and then they had the touchdown.
And then Holmes was in the corner in the end. Yep.
So that one was good.
Yeah, I don't have any favorites.
None of your favorite?
No. Nope.
Well, the Eagles haven't won one.
Yeah, haven't won one, so I don't have any favorites. It's always a team that I don't want winning, or a team that I'm rooting for getting the Super Bowl. But this year was actually enjoyable for me.
There's a guy
because I like watching. I was
happy
when you
to see Peyton win.
when you go in a certain way that we talked about earlier, and you come into this game a certain way, and you get your ass kicked. I love it. So this was enjoyable. Just watch him get his tail, his head smashed in, and
then make a fool of himself.
Yeah, it's the whole process. So it was enjoyable, sure.
No, absolutely.
It'll be enjoyable when we win one.
That's right.
There's a guy that bleeds green.
All right. We got to the number 6, Smash, Marry, Kill. Now, the theme for this week, spokeswomen. In honor of Super Bowl commercials, there's some hot spokeswomen out there that you see time and time again. So I'm going to give you these options. Milana Vaintrub. She's the AT&T girl in those commercials.
Okay.
Fabulous rack. Laurel Kopak, I believe we pronounced that way. That's Jan from the Toyota commercials. Or Stephanie Courtney, Flo from the Progressive commercials. Smash, marry, kill.
Oh, I'm killing Flo. Smashing the AT&T girl, marrying the Toyota.
Kind of say ditto on that because I'm completely on board with exactly the same thing.
I got no time for Flo.
No, and the Toyota, she's like nice and like motherly. So I mean, she'll take care of you.
Well,
And you're obviously smashing AT&T because she's working in retail. She's still young. She wants to get crushed. And
she's looking for a father figure.
Well, you're looking to motorboat those AT&Ters.
And looking for an upgrade on your plan too. You're looking for a free upgrade. So whatever you can get out of the deal.
Absolutely have to, punch Flo in the head. You know what I mean? A polarizing figure. I mean, good for her. I mean, but
punch her in the head with a 9mm.
Oh, absolutely.
All right. Well, we thank everybody for listening to Agree to Disagree. We will see you next Sunday for Brian Wilson. Did it again. Brian Wilson, Nick Delgazzo. I'm Tom Arnone and Rob Povey produce. We'll see you next Sunday. Stay tuned for, I guess the next thing up is Fantasy Dominance Live. And that is Fantasy Dominance Now. Sorry. That's how tired I am. And that is, 10:30, Rob?
We're actually going to skip it for the Dome game this week. So
you got Dome basketball. Peace.